next I wanted to do a check of the nuke that's actually been doing extremely well. I've had an entrance reducer on it, so I'm gonna remove that. During the dirt, I just want to make sure that they were not gonna get robbed, so, oh, don't want to drop that. Okay, so one of the couple of things that I look at, right, is also the nectar flow. So we're seeing there's a lot of white wax that's being built up, and there's one of those pesky hive beetles. So I'm gonna spread some diatomaceous earth here. But that's one of the things. Some of the inner cover is typically a good indication of some of the things that are happening. So they're building some comb here. We want to just clean that off, but a good way I learned is to get an indication of what's happening as far as nectar flows is the buildup of white wax. And white wax, and again, nectar allows the girls to build wax, right? So a pound of, I think it's about 6 pounds of honey allows them to build 1 pound of wax. So it gives you that idea there. So what I did for these girls, I actually gave them extra space. About a week ago, I added the second floor because they were just going gangbusters here. So I just want to check and see how our queen is doing. And if she's made it to the top level here. I just gave them foundation, so I want to see if they're building wax, and giving her some extra space to lay. So this looks amazing. And just to give you an idea, look at that. That is brand new wax, right? So beautifully white. It changes color over time because they just keep on trampling all over it, and ultimately they just kind of bring some, dirt, and it just becomes very dark and discolored. So every so often, every few years, you want to pretty much kind of scrap it and clear the frame and let them kind of rebuild wax. But this looks fantastic. And just to give you an idea also, right, so this is how they're building it out, right? So this is going to be the food storage, and ultimately the queen should be laying here. I do in fact see that this frame is packed with eggs, which is amazing. I wish you could see that. But every one of these cells is packed with eggs, which is fantastic to see. So what I may actually want to do is think about bolstering. Just make sure this is okay here. The apivar has some wax on it. Okay, not too bad. That's a great location. We want that strip to be where the brood is going to be. And let's check this frame. This is jam-packed. This is a jam-packed colony. Just loaded with bees, which is terrific. And this one is still being built out. So not 100% done. They're still they're focusing a lot here. This area still needs to be built out. This side is doing pretty well. The next couple of frames, I'm not seeing a lot of activity, so I'll move them a little bit towards the center. They do build up towards the center, so it's not a bad idea to kind of give them a frame right in the middle that hasn't been worked on, and then they'll start working on it right away. Okay, put you in, and I'll put you over here because you guys been. All right. Cover you up and cover you up. And that's just the way it goes, right? We have one colony here that's struggling, one colony here that's thriving. So we just have to keep an eye on it and see where things kind of progress. Is this going to be a viable queen, right? This is probably within the next week or so. I'm going to check. You know, the nectar flow is in full effect. Funny enough, one of the things that we have here is an abundance of Japanese knotweed. So as you can see, it is blooming, and this is a major source of nectar in the fall for the bees. So we are like really starting to get into the nectar flow, so it's really important for these bees to kind of set themselves up for success in the winter. All right, so thank you for watching.